For the first time in over 200 years, HaKadosh Baruch Hu finally communicates with a human being. This took place at the famous incident, the burning bush, in which Moshe Rabbeinu, while shepherding the flocks of his father-in-law Yitro, comes face to face with HaKadosh Baruch Hu through the medium of the burning bush, and is given a mission to implement the promises that were made at the Brit Bed HaBatarim, to bring the nation out of slavery and lead them to Eretz Canaan and Eretz Zavat Chalav U'Dvash. The second half of the Perek, from Pasuk 11 to 22, we have Moshe declining, for a number of reasons, this mission. In this ongoing dialogue between HaKadosh Baruch Hu and Moshe, Moshe raises the issue that were he to present this mission to the Bnei Yisrael, telling them that this God who has been absent from any active involvement in their lives for over 200 years suddenly had appeared to him, Moshe, and designated him as God's messenger to them, Va'amru li ma shmo, they will ask me, what is his name? Ma umar aleihim, what, when I am asked this question, am I to say to them? God's response to Moshe's question was Eheyeh asher eheyeh, which is Rashi's reading of the response. Others read the phrase as one of God's names, Ekyeh asher ekyeh, and that Kol Tomar leBnei Yisrael, when you relate that information to the Bnei Yisrael, tell them that Eheyeh shalachani aleichem, or alternatively Ekyeh shalachani aleichem. The GUTNICK CHUMASH in the Classic Questions segment focuses upon God's response of Eheyeh asher eheyeh and asks, what did God mean with this response to Moshe Rabbeinu? He then goes on to present a response from 5 of the major Parshanim, the Rashbam, the Rambam, the Abarbanel, Rashi, and the Ramban. And as the prime focus of the GUTNICK CHUMASH is the presentation of Rashi's commentary to the Chumash text, he takes a closer look at Rashi's commentary to this phrase, why Rashi has adopted a view that appears to be quite different from the other 4. Before doing so, however, let us place Shemot 3:14 into the context of the overall narrative of the Chumash text. As it turns out, Moshe Rabbeinu was a reluctant leader, and rather than accept the mission wholeheartedly, Moshe presents HaKadosh Baruch Hu with 4 reasons against accepting the mission. Shlach na b'yad tishlach, send somebody else, he finally tells HaKadosh Baruch Hu. 2 of the 4 procrastinations comprise the second half of Perek Gimel. Moshe's first reaction is one of why me? Mi anochi ki elech el paro, who am I that you, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, should choose to make a presentation to Paro? And furthermore, v'chi otzi el et b'nei Yisrael miMitzrayim, would I have the skill set, the ability, the power of leadership to take b'nei Yisrael out of Egypt? God's response comes in 3 words, ki eheyeh imach, I will be with you. This leads into Moshe's second challenge to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, that when he presents himself to the people as the messenger of God, Va'amru li ma shmo, they will want to know what is God's name. To which HaKadosh Baruch Hu responds, Eheyeh asher eheyeh, according to Rashi, Ekyeh asher ekyeh, according to the others. And when Kotoma leBnei Yisrael, when you communicate this information to the Bnei Yisrael, tell them that Eheyeh shalachani aleichem, or Ekyeh shalachani aleichem, that the God of Bnei Yisrael has sent me to you. We will now move into the classic questions from the GUTNICK CHUMASH, taking a closer look at the 5 options offered by the Parshanim to the statement of Ekyeh or Eheyeh asher ekyeh.